Welcome back to our channel Respect Education. Now let us see theorem 8.6 from the chapter Similar Triangles. This is an important theorem and based on which we have to solve some problems also. So let us see what is the statement of this theorem. The ratio of the areas of two similar triangles is equal to the ratio of the squares of their corresponding sides. So this is what we have to prove in this theorem. The thing is that the ratio of the areas of two similar triangles. Let us consider two similar triangles. So for example, here I am taking a triangle that is ABC. This triangle is ABC, and another triangle, as they are similar, same shape but different size. So here I am taking another triangle that is D, E and F. So here these two are similar. ABC is similar to triangle DEF. Now area of triangle ABC by area of triangle DEF, that is the meaning of here ratio, is equal to this ratio of squares of their corresponding sides. See here I will explain you clearly what is to be proved. So let us here write first given. Here the given condition is that triangle ABC is similar to triangle DEF. These two triangles are similar. Now what is to be proved here? To prove the ratio of, here you do understand, ratio of means divided by the ratio of areas of two similar triangles, means areas. Here AR denotes area of triangle ABC by means here ratio, area of triangle DEF, that is equal to, it is equal to, here symbol equal to the ratio of, means here ratio of the squares of their corresponding sides. Squares of, that means here let us write squares of their corresponding sides. Suppose if I take here from ABC, AB, for AB corresponding side is DE. So here AB square by DE square. Not only this, for example if I take here BC, so here square of BC, nothing but BC square is equal, corresponding one is EF, so here EF square will come, and one more side AC, so its square, AC square by, here corresponding one is DF square. Is it clear? This is to be proved. Now here for this we need to do a small construction. Small construction is required, right? In this what we need to do here, you have to draw a perpendicular from D to EF and also from A to BC. So let us take this perpendicular as AM and this perpendicular as DN. So let us write the same in the construction. Draw AM is perpendicular to BC and or comma DN perpendicular to EF. DN is perpendicular to EF, right? Now here let us start the proof. Right, here we need to understand that. Let us consider here the given condition. The given condition is triangle ABC similar to triangle DGF. So let us start with that. Given, or you can write since triangle ABC is similar to triangle DEF, so we have two conditions. First one is their corresponding angles are equal. Their corresponding angles are equal. That means here angle A is equal to angle D. Angle A is equal to angle D. Similarly, angle B equal to angle E. Angle B equal to angle E. And third angle, that is angle C equal to angle F. Angle C equal to angle F. Let us consider this as equation number 1. In future, wherever it is required, we have to use it. And second condition is that, first condition is their corresponding angles are equal, we have written. Second condition is that their corresponding sides are in proportion, or their corresponding sides are proportional. So here if I say AB, then by DE. So for AB, corresponding side is DE. AB by DE is equal to BC by EF. BC by EF also equal to AC by DF. AC by DF. Let us consider this as equation number 2. These two are the conditions to become these two triangles are similar. As they are similar, these two conditions will follow. So here this equation 1 or equation 2, whichever is required, we are going to use in our proof. Right? Now here let us start proving this. Means area of triangle ABC by area of triangle DGF. So let us consider first LHS, means this one we are considering now. So area of triangle ABC by here area of triangle DEF. Area of triangle DEF. As you know, area of a triangle formula half into base into height. So here let us write area of a triangle, any triangle. Area of any triangle formula is half into base into height. That formula we are going to use. So based on this formula, let us see here what is the base for triangle ABC. Here clearly you can say BC is the base. But suppose here if AM is not drawn, perpendicular is not drawn, then what is the base? See here I am asking, this is roughly I am explaining here. Suppose this is triangle ABC. Here ABC. Now can you tell me what is the base? Here for the triangle, what is the base? Definitely some of the students, they may think that BC as the base. But here you do remember children, here either AB, BC or CA, any one of them can become base. But the condition is that the side on which perpendicular is drawn, that will be the base. That means here for example, if I draw perpendicular from B to the side AC, then AC will be the base. Is it clear? For example, here I am not drawing from B. If I draw a perpendicular from C to the side AB, then AB will become the base. Is it clear? Suppose here, if I draw here, observe the same. If I draw here perpendicular from A to BC, then BC will be the base. So here base can be decided on which the perpendicular is drawn. So here if no perpendicular is drawn, then then here we should not say either BC or AC or AB is base. Only thing we have to check the perpendicular line. So here with the same idea, here you come back to this problem now, this theorem. Here what is the base? As perpendicular is drawn from A to BC, so BC is the base, right? So here 1 by 2 into half into base is BC, corresponding height is as well perpendicular. So here AM is height. So half into base into height means half into BC into AM. Same logic let us apply for DF also. This is also half into, in this triangle base, clearly you see perpendicular is drawn on EF. This EF is base and DN is height. So here you can write base as EF and height as DN. Now let us cancel 1 by 2 and 1 by 2. Right? Now here what is left? BC by EF. Let us write it as it is into AM by DN. AM by DN. Clear? Now here let us observe carefully that ABC, triangle ABC is similar to triangle DEF. That is given. So from equation 2, AB by DE equal to BC by EF equal to AC by DF. You observe carefully. This BC by EF can be replaced with AB by DE. Clear? This BC by EF can be replaced with AB by DE here. In this step, I am writing BC by EF as, in place of BC by EF, I am writing AB by DE. AB by DE into, I am writing AM by DN as it is. For this step, I maintain this as it is. AM by DN, let us write as it is. This is what, since from equation 2, I have changed BC by EF as AB by DE. Now, let us compare what is to be proved. Area of triangle ABC by area of triangle DF should be AB square by DE square. But here so far we reached only AB by DE. Are you following? Here we want AB square by DE square, but we reach only AB by DE. That means here if we change AM by DN, listen very carefully children, if we change AM by DN as AB by DE, means if you are able to write AM by DN as AB by DE, then what happens? This also becomes AB by DE. Then AB by DE into AB by DE is AB square by DE square. Then we are going to close this proof. That means we will reach what we have to prove. Our limited target is AM by DN should be equal to AB by DE. Is it clear? This is our short-term goal. If you are able to prove AM by DN is equal to AB by DE, then this proof will be completed. Is it clear? So here I am setting target 1, small target. The target is if I am able to change AM by DN as AB by DE, then this proof will be completed. This is my small target, target 1. Now this is to be reached. If we reach this, ultimately we will reach this main proof also. This is a target, let us set. This AM by DN should be AB by DE. You compare these sides here, you see AM by DN should be AB by DE. Just observe, this problem we have brought into these triangles. Hope you are understanding. So here, if we prove ABM and DEN are similar, are you understanding carefully? Here we need AM by DN is equal to AB by DE. Those are the sides, corresponding sides of these two triangles. See, for your understanding here, I shaded little bit. That means if we are able to prove triangle ABM is similar to triangle DGN, then here their corresponding sides are proportional, then here you will reach this step. So here our target to prove these two are similar. So let us consider those triangles. So here I am writing from triangle AMB and here I am writing and, later I will change it as similar. AMBs and DNE, triangle DNE. Let us compare both the triangles. Here you see, as it is perpendicular, if the right side is 90, this is also 90 because this is straight line, right? Here angle M is 90, in this angle N is also 90. So let us write from triangle AMB, angle M is equal to from DNE, triangle DNE, angle N. So here is equal to 90 degrees each. 90 degrees each because these are perpendiculars. AM and DN are perpendiculars. And also here this angle B is equal to angle E because from equation 1, see this point I am going to use it now, right? So here since angle B equal to angle E, we can write here angle B is equal to angle E, since the reason is that the original triangles means full triangles ABC is similar to triangle DEF, we have written as equation number 1. So let us write this is since from equation 1. You compare here, this is a pair of angle. So here I am writing this is a pair of angle and this is also another pair of angles. So by AA similarity criterion, we can say that these two triangles AMB and DNE both are similar. Triangle AMB is similar to triangle DNE. So here this shaded part of this triangle is similar to this shaded part, means this triangle is equal to this triangle. Now here as we know, since both the triangles are similar, their corresponding sides are proportional. So we can write that here their corresponding sides are proportional. Corresponding sides are proportional. So we can take the corresponding sides as AB by DE. AB by DE is equal to here BM by EN. BM by EN is equal to AM by DN. AM by DN. See here. Here we want AM by DN should be AB by DE. That is what here we have reached the state, means the step what is required. So here let us take this as equation number 1 over 2 over, and here this I am taking, this step I am taking as equation number 3. So I am taking this as equation number 4. Now from 3 and 4, we can say that area of triangle ABC by here area of triangle DGF is equal to, here you compare this third equation, AB by DE, let us write as it is AB by DE into, in place of AM by DN, you go to equation number 4. AM by DN can be written as AB by DG again. So here I am taking this also AB by DE. Clear? So on multiplication these two, here we get this as AB square by DE square. AB square by DE square. Clear? AB into AB, AB square, D into D, DE square. Here you just observe. Equation 2 you see. AB by DE can be written as BC by EF. So this also can be written as BC square by EF square. Same BC by EF also can be written as AC by DF. So this also can be written as AC square by DF square. So here if we get AB square by DE square, this can be extended. It can be extended to all the steps. So we can write AB square by DE square is equal to, in place of AB by DE we can write BC by EF also. So here I am writing a little bit clearly. So here this AB square by DE square is equal to, it can be written as BC square by EF square. BC square by EF square. Again same, that can be written as AC square by DF square. AC square by DF square. So here you observe area of triangle ABC by area of triangle DEF is equal to AB square by DE square is equal to BC square by EF square is equal to AC square by DF square. So here you see what is to be proved. So here with this we can write here hence proved. So here let us observe the statement finally. Here you see the ratio of area of two triangles is equal to squares of the ratio of squares of their corresponding sides. So this is what this theorem. So with this theorem 8.6 gets completed.